Hello again, Anglophiles and English learners. For my next trick, I'm going to take any uncountable noun and turn it into a countable noun. Here's some sand, that's uncountable. That is a grain of sand. Here are some more grains of sand. Here's some wheat, some grains of wheat, and I can even see on the left there a solitary single grain of wheat. What do you think this is? Any idea now? It's a grain of rice. And here's some rice. In a bowl of rice. There's some rice in the bowl. What does this factory make? Paper. If I ask you to get me some paper, I would expect something like this. But if I said, could you get me a paper, I would expect a newspaper. This isn't a paper. This is a piece of paper or a sheet of paper. Here are some papers. A paper could also mean an academic paper. Here's some work. Real work, not like English teaching. Work, and it's uncountable, isn't it? Could you have a work? Well, you could. You could have a work of art. You can say some building works or some road works, or leave it as an uncountable. Now here's a trick for liquids. Here's some wine. It's a glass of wine. Would anybody like a wine? Or would you prefer a water? Or a tea? Or 3 coffees? These are all tricks for turning uncountables into countables. But you can't always. I can't think what a petrol would be, but you can imagine a hair, some hair, or even some hairs, and I think you will all agree this is hair. But no, we can't do it for everything. We can't have a petrol, you can't have an electricity. Maybe you could have a volt or a watt of electricity. You can't have an unemployment. We often speak of the homeless as a collective noun, but this isn't a homeless, this is a homeless person. A homeless sounds quite inhuman, in fact. And to finish off, one more little uncountable to countable trick. Peace. Can I have some advice? Yes, how many pieces of advice would you like? You can also use piece for news. A piece of news, or the useful word, an item of news, just as you can have a piece or an item of clothing.